Hi and welcome to this short tutorial in which I want to quickly show you how you can let your users choose or change their profile image when they leave a testimonial on your website. I have opened the page and this is going to be the page where I want to add my Capture Testimonials element and let my users leave a testimonial about my business. Now, as you can see, I have this text right here, and right below it I want to add a Capture Testimonial form, and I'm going to do that by clicking on the plus sign from the right sidebar and going all the way down to the Tribe Integrations section, and then I'm going to get a Capture Testimonials element and drag and drop it right below this text. So as you do that, of course, you will be able to choose from a set of different templates for capturing testimonials. I'm going to go for this one. And as you can see, we now have a nicely built form where my users will be able to leave a review for my business. And now if you want, you can of course customize the element as a whole, and we do have tutorials on how to do that, and in this one we're just going to focus on the avatar element inside the Capture Testimonials element. Now to be able to reach this element and customize it as we wish, we are going to have to go to the edit mode of the Capture Testimonial element, and we can do that by clicking on this button right here, the Edit Form Elements button. So right now, as you can see, we will have access to each element inside the Capture Testimonial element. As I said, we're going to focus on the avatar image, so I'm going to click on it and we'll see all of the options appearing in the left sidebar. So the way in which you can let your users change their profile image or the avatar image is by actually enabling these first options from the main options of the avatar picker element. By enabling Google, Facebook, Gravatar, or the custom URL option, you are basically giving your users the option to load a new avatar by connecting to Google, Facebook, or Gravatar. And if they do connect with one of these services, they will be able to import those profile images from there. Now, what's important to remember is that you will firstly have to make sure that from your API connections card in your Tribe dashboard, you have created a connection to Google and to Facebook. If you do not have those connections set up, you will not be able to use these two toggles right here. In the case of Gravatar, as long as the person submitting the testimonial has an account set up there, then the image associated with that email address will be displayed by default instead of this default avatar. And in that case, the picture will only be visible after the users fill in their email address. So these three options are pretty straightforward, and you can also enable the custom URL option. And in this case, let's go ahead and save the page. You are allowing your user to add an image as a custom URL, and if they click on this option, they are able to add a link to a certain image that will be added as their avatar. For example, just like this. And then they can save the changes, and then this will be their new image when submitting the testimonial. Should they want to reverse to the default avatar image, they can go for this option right here and save the changes, and this will basically remove any image that they have chosen. Alright, so back in the Tribe Architect editor, we can use the remaining options to even further customize the avatar image. We can edit the image size by dragging this slider from left to right, or by adding a numerical value in this field right next to the slider. We can also choose the button type, for which we have two options. So we are referring to this edit button right here, which can be an icon or it can be an overlay. And if we go for this option, I'm going to go ahead and preview the page to show you what it actually means. So before opting for this button type, we had a pencil icon on the top right side of the avatar, but right now to change the image, a user will have to hover over the entire avatar and then click anywhere on it. So that is what this edit button type option refers to. I'm going to stick to the icon one just to show you that if you do choose this one, you will also be able to choose the position of the icon. You can add it to the left or to the right of the image. And then this section will allow you to replace the default avatar image with another one. This is the default avatar image that you see right here, but you can replace it if you want, and you can add any image you want here. Now, besides the main options of the avatar picker element, you will also be able to choose its positioning from the layout and position section. You can also add borders and corners if you want, and this is where you can also make your image round by rounding the corners with the appropriate number of pixels. And also you can add an inner or an outer shadow to the avatar image if you want to do that. Besides editing the avatar in the normal state, you also have the hover state available, and you can further customize the way the element looks like when someone hovers their mouse over it. And then when you're done editing the avatar image as well as the other fields from here, you can simply click on this done button. This will take you back to the capture testimonial element, and what's important to remember is that if you decide to remove the avatar picker element from any of your capture testimonials elements, you can do that by simply removing the avatar picker field from the form fields list of the capture testimonial element. So as you can see, if we want to remove the avatar altogether, all I have to do is click on this trash can icon, and users will not be able to choose an avatar or a profile image. However, letting your users choose an avatar image will look a bit more neat when you display those testimonials. And the way to display testimonials on your site, just like you see in this part of my page here, is by adding a display testimonials element from the list of available elements. We do have tutorials on how to use and customize that element as well, so make sure to check those ones out if you need help doing so. Hopefully this tutorial was useful. Make sure to check out the rest of the articles and tutorials from our knowledge base and YouTube channels.